Get one that's in good condition. Treat it like a first edition Charizard card, okay? Like, I wanted him to understand the gravity of the situation. Hello everyone, welcome to Chinbon channel. Today we have a kind of different type of video because I wanted to show you guys what I got. Yes, very exciting. I can't believe how actually difficult it was to get this. So this cover, it was surprisingly difficult to get my hands on, and I was starting to panic a little bit. I will get into that story a little bit later, but yeah, it was interesting to say the least. But I got it, so we good. We Gucci. So I just wanted to make a video talking a little bit about the impact of this cover. It's gotten a lot of people talking, and I also wanted to kind of go over the contents inside and take a look at the cover story and my favorite little blurbs inside. So let's get to the video. So first of all, when I saw that Harry was gonna be the first solo male to be on the cover of Vogue, I was really excited and really proud as someone who's been a fan of 1D and Harry for an eternity, it feels like. Yeah, it was really exciting and really kind of shocked that there's never been another solo male on the cover of Vogue, but who better to have than Harry. So already it's a very historical cover, and just with that I was super excited, but I didn't really expect, I guess I didn't expect it to impact pop culture outside of Harry's fans as much as it has. So from the cover, you know, he's looking nice. He's got a balloon. I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure what he's doing. Yeah, but you can't really tell much from his outfit, so it's just like, yeah, Harry's on the cover. He looks nice. He's looking pretty snazzy. Yeah, I was pretty shocked when, I guess most people are familiar now with Candace Owens' tweet. Let's see, what did she say? There is no society that can survive without strong men. The East knows this. Not understanding that. In the West, the steady feminization of our men at the same time that Marxism is being taught to our children is not a coincidence. It is an outright attack. Bring back manly men. So this sparked a whole conversation about what does it mean to be manly, and is Harry being in a dress not manly? And yeah, I guess I was really, I mean, I'm not surprised about this kind of tweet coming from someone somewhere. I am disappointed, but you know. So then we had Logan Paul talking about Candace Owens' tweet and Harry Styles' cover on his podcast. I never thought that I would ever find myself checking out Logan Paul's podcast, but it was actually pretty interesting. I mean, he didn't exactly agree with his co-host, which is fine, but it got pretty heated.
The problem is people are too quick to get angry like you. You get angry at our opinion. And I think that's not fair.
What am I angry about?
You got really quick to get mad at me and Mike.
And I guess I would obviously have to say I'm super supportive of Harry and his expression. His interview with Zane Lowe for Fine Line was one of the best interviews he's ever given, in my opinion. And we could really see him coming into his own and expressing himself genuinely. And I think this is a continuation of that. So yeah, I'm really happy for him. I guess outside of just Harry, there's been a whole discussion and debate about, is a man wearing a dress manly? And that was part of kind of Logan Paul's debate and Candace Owens' tweet. Okay, so the picture in question, he looks nice. He looks like he's conquered the world, honestly. So I guess one of the arguments was whether You know, he's manly because he's being badass. I guess personally, in my opinion, whether it's manly or not is not really the point. I think the point is no matter your gender identity, you can express yourself in any way that you want. And I think that's what Harry was doing. And I really don't think he expected all of this conversation around what he's wearing in the cover of a magazine or anywhere. I really like that he is blurring these boundaries and kind of not caring what maybe heteronormative society thinks, and he looks really good, and he does look I guess masculine and feminine at the same time. But I don't really think that's the point. I don't think that's what's important. I really think it's just about expressing yourself no matter your gender. If you want to be feminine one day, if you want to be masculine one day, it really doesn't matter. And I really love that he is not only comfortable expressing himself through fashion and wearing whatever he wants, but how it sets an example for everyone else to just be yourself and to just dress how you want and how you like. And that's really powerful. And I know that's what he wants for us, for his fans, and just for people maybe who are keeping an eye on him. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of hubbubaloo even before the magazine hit newsstands. So I already knew that I wanted to get a copy because I just like collecting his covers. I have the first Rolling Stone cover as well. Okay, so little did I know that this was gonna become a hot commodity. I think because of not only it being historical with him being the first solo male on the cover, but also the conversations that came out of him in the dress and the topic of toxic masculinity. Is he being manly, etc, etc. I really didn't expect that because I guess for us that have been following Harry, like I said, we're just happy he's expressing himself. He looks good. The clothes look good. The photography is really nice. The settings are nice. So anyway, this thing became an even hotter commodity outside of the fandom. So basically, I've been checking the newsstands for when this was gonna come out, and I wasn't seeing it. You know, I still go to the grocery with a mask on, but I hadn't seen it yet, and I was checking, and there was still the old Vogue cover. For some reason, I couldn't find on the internet when this hits newsstands. I don't know if it's not a proper set date everywhere. What was the deal? So I saw yesterday on YouTube, I don't know, some clickbaity title like Harry Styles Vogue cover ends the world or something like that. Coincidentally, that day was the one day that I wasn't working from home and I was in the office, so I couldn't just up and go to the store right away. So I asked my boyfriend if he could go to the store and check for me. I told my mom as well, if you go to the store and you see this cover, buy it right away. It was in the middle of the afternoon and my boyfriend was working from home that day. So he said, okay, I'll go to the store right away. I'll go get a copy for you. So he goes to the grocery store near where we live. So they have one left. And then I tell him, get one that's in good condition. Treat it like a first edition Charizard card, okay? Like I wanted him to understand the gravity of the situation. Even though I treated my Rolling Stones cover so badly and the condition is not really good. So anyway, he found one. There was one left. It had a little nick like in the bind here. He decided, okay, I'm gonna hide this in the newsstand under an unrelated magazine, and then I'll go check the drugstore and see if they have any. So he goes to the drugstore and there's a few there, like less than 5 or something. He finds them at the drugstore and lets me know I got one. So I'm like, okay, good. That condition is pretty good. So I'm like, okay, that sounds good. It's not perfect. They all weren't in perfect condition, so it is what it is, whatever. So I'm at work and he messages me, can I call you? And I'm thinking, what happened to my magazine? So he calls me and he tells me the story about how he got it and blah blah blah, everything I just said. But then he tells me as he was leaving the store, it was a very windy day. So I'm thinking, okay, my magazine just flew into the mud or something. So he tells me that basically he's holding it on for dear life, like gripping it, and the page flipped and it creased down the front cover. Obviously you can see it's not this one. So yeah, after I was telling him, treat it like a first edition Charizard, it gets totally creased, like white. You can see white on the front cover. So he goes, okay, I'll go get it, change it for another one. Like there was more at the drugstore. So he goes back into the drugstore. Just as he comes around back into the drugstore from the exit to the entrance, he sees two girls and they took all of them off the stand and walked further into the store. And he is like, okay, I don't know. It's a fan collectible, but now it seems like it's more than just a fan collectible. I don't know. Obviously, it's a historical cover, the first solo male, but also the social conversations that are happening around it. I think it makes it worth more anyway. Worth everything. So he stops and he goes, wait a minute, that's not fair. Those girls can't buy 5 copies. I just need 1. So he goes back in, he asks them, hey, you know, like I want to change it. This just got creased right when I walked out of the store. Again, it's from my girlfriend, and she kindly let my boyfriend exchange it for one of them that she had of few. But I mean, that's fine. I'm not here to judge. Maybe she's buying them for all of her friends. Maybe she's not selling them. I'm no judging here. Anyway, so that's how we got this one here that I've now grubbed up a lot with my sweaty hand. I feel like I should be wearing like silk gloves or something, honestly. It's in pretty good condition. Anyway, this one's pretty good. Yeah, story time. That's how difficult it was to get. So in the 2 stores that are around my area, which is not really in the city, it's kind of outside, it's outside of the city in the suburbs. They're all gone, basically. There was 1 copy left in the newsstand that my boyfriend left at the grocery store. So that's how crazy it was. So, but basically, I became, oh, I forgot they put perfume in here. It smells like perfume. Yeah, they still do that. Oh, interesting. And it smells nothing like the perfume itself. So I don't know why they do that. Okay, so that was the story about how I got my copy. Thank goodness. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about the contents and the cover story. As I mentioned, the photography is really nice. So we got him here and his kilt is very nice. Playtime. And the cover story is really nice. It's really well written. There's not like a lot of crazy profound stuff. I guess I didn't know that Harry was pescatarian. So that's actually really nice, because I try to eat vegan as much as I can myself, not 100%, but just try to reduce my animal product intake. So I was really happy and proud to hear that he was pescatarian. I mean, that's pretty good. So here's the iconic photo here of him in the dress. I mean, he looks so good though. He looks so hella good. I'm sorry for the out of focus, but yeah. And then there's him just laying in the grass. Classic Harry. Laying in the grass. His style has changed a lot, but I mean, it has been more than 10 years since he started in 1D. Oh, he is with his sister. How cute. Him and Gemma. That is so cute. Can you imagine having a sibling portrait inside Vogue? That's just awesome. Oh, they're so cute. I love it. He's on a trampoline here. I'm trying to treat this copy nicely. I like his expressions. They're very, I'm not used to seeing him with these expressions. Here's his other outfits. Very edgy. So the style is very diverse, I think, but it all goes with the same kind of aesthetic. Oh, I really like this one. I really like this jacket. This is a really nice. I'd have this as a poster. That's amazing. And his little curl. Yeah, and of course this piece. Pink, my favorite color. I just love kind of the juxtaposition of nature and the high fashion, like the British countryside, and then kind of the futuristic fashion. It's really interesting. I really like that. I think one of the highlights for me about the cover story is when he talks about his house and renovating his house, and after we obviously know that he stayed with Ben Winston and his wife while his house was being renovated, but how he cried when he first went into his house because it felt like home. I really feel that as someone who's moved around a lot. He's always on the road, so just to have a place that he can call home, that's really sweet. I think that was my highlight from this cover story. Just a cute really cute moment. But yeah, I guess those are my thoughts and my experience with this cover. Really excited and really proud. It's been such an impact on, I guess, the conversations around masculinity, and I can't wait to see what he does next. 3 Grammy nominations too. It's just been such a crazy whirlwind year for Harry, and can't wait to see what he does in 2021. Hopefully I get to see him in 2021. We'll see. But until then, take care, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching Chenbon channel. If you like this video, be sure to hit the like button below. It helps me a lot. Thank you so much for the support. And if you want to stay tuned with what we come out with next, please subscribe and don't forget to click the bell icon to be notified. I'm also on Twitch if you want to join in on the live fun, and on Instagram, so please come say hi. Thank you so much and see you next time.